Hello students, this is your English lesson. Today we are going to read a poem, The Lake Isle of Innisfree. This is part of unit number 9 from Oxford Modern English, book 7. So we start our lesson. First of all, summary of the poem. Students, the Lake Isle of Innisfree. This poem is written by Irish poet William Butler Yeats. He was born near Dublin in Ireland. He was educated in London and returned to Ireland. In this poem, the poet longs for his birthplace, where he spent his childhood. In this poem, The Lake of Isle, he wants to enjoy the peace and natural beauty of the country life he has experienced as a child. Now read the poem together. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the veils of the morning to where the cricket sings. There are midnights all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore, while I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. Understanding the poem. Answer the following questions. A. What does the poet find so attractive about the lake isle of Innisfree? Answer. The poet finds the peace and loneliness of Innisfree attractive. B. What words does the poet use to describe how calmness and tranquility will come to Innisfree? Answer. The peace and tranquility will come dropping slow, dropping from the veils of the morning to where the cricket sings. C. How does the poet describe midnight, noon, and evening? Answer. Midnight is a glimmer, noon is a purple glow, evening is full of the sound of linnets going to roost. D. What is so special about the sound produced by the following line? I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. Answer. Here the poet has used the sound of L, lake, lapping, low, which also resembles the sound of water against the stones. He has also used the S sound, sounds and shore. The line is easy to read, it rolls off the tongue. E. What sounds is the poet looking forward to hearing in Innisfree? Answer. Apart from the bees in the bee loud glade, and the sound of crickets, and the sound of the linnet's wings, the poet looks forward to hearing the lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. These questions are more difficult. Discuss them first. F. Why do you think the poet says he is going to have 9 bean rows and a hive? Is the number and the choice important? What would you have had? Answer. The poet imagines the simple joys of the countryside, growing vegetables and gathering honey. 9 is not important. Perhaps he will have 12 bean rows G. What does the expression pavement's grey suggest? How does this contrast with the scene in Innisfree? Answer. Pavement's grey expresses the darkness of city streets. The poet is obviously not so happy in the city. This contrasts with warm sounds and positive descriptions, such as the glow of noon in Innisfree. H. What do you think is meant by deep heart's core? Have you ever heard anything in your deep heart's core? Answer. The deep core of heart symbolizes poet's soul. The soul which desires freedom from hectic city life. Hence, the deep core of heart refers to the desire of poet's soul. Yes, I have also heard chirping of sparrows and songs of hummingbirds in my deep heart's core. 2. What rhyme scheme is followed in the poem? Answer. The rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B. 3. Give examples of alliteration in the poem. Answer. Hive for the honeybee, live alone in the bee, loud gate, lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore, glimmer glow, here heart's core. Answer the following with reference to context. A. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow. 1. Where is the speaker going to find peace? Answer. Innisfree. 2. In what manner will this place be peaceful? Answer. The poet will be on his own in nature. He describes the changing light and the natural sounds and sights that bring him a feeling of peace. 3. What does the speaker mean by dropping slow? How and from where is the piece going to drop? Answer. The phrase dropping slow means that peace will come to him gradually. A feeling of peace will come dropping from the veils of the morning mist. The speaker finds peace from being in nature, living a simple life, alone in a beautiful place. 4. Why is the speaker looking for peace? Answer. He is looking for peace because he lives in a city where standing on the roadway or on the pavements grey makes him yearn for the peace of the special place described in the poem. The word grey has negative connotations of darkness, and roadway and pavement convey the impression of a hard, harsh, man made environment. The contrast to his descriptions of the place where he finds peace shows that he clearly prefers being away from the city. B. Working with words. Their midnights all a glimmer. 1. Look up the word glimmer in a dictionary. What does it mean? In what context would you use this word? Students, here we can use in different ways. Glimmer as a verb to emit a faint or intermittent light. That misty evening, we could see the lights of the city glimmering in the distance. Again, verb to be present faintly or in only a small amount. Hope still glimmered in his mind. Also used as a noun, the glimmer came from a torch under the blanket. He showed not a glimmer of understanding. 2. Find these words in the word square, then use them in sentences of your own. Note that the letters of the words may be in any direction. So you can see from the uh, figure here, I have found out above mentioned words. Sentences are glimmer. A glimmer of amusement was visible in his eyes. Glisten. There was a heavy dew making the grass glisten. Shine. He had a nice shine on his clothes. Glow. She forgot all difficulties in glow of victory. Twinkle. Her eyes began to twinkle when she heard about her victory. Gleam. A gleam of interest in the matter came into her eyes. Flicker. A flicker of amusement crossed her face. Reflect. The sunlight reflected off the pool water. Shimmer. You should avoid eyeshadows that have too much shimmer. Sparkle. Sunlight sparkled on the beautiful blue water as we paddle across the lake. 3. What are the following and how are they different from one another? A. A cricket. Cricket, an insect related to the grasshoppers but with shorter legs. A loxet. A loxet. A large, mainly tropical grasshopper with strong powers of flight. A grasshopper, a plant eating insect with long hind legs which are used for jumping and for producing a chirping sound. B. A pavement, a path with a hard surface using by the side of a road. Sidewalk, a paved path for pedestrians at the side of a road. A path, a way or track laid down for walking. C. Lapping. Overtake to become one or more laps ahead. A gentle sound of water. Splashing. To scatter liquid or to cause liquid to scatter through the air or onto something. Splattering. To move, fall, or hit something in large drops. D. Veil, a piece of fine material worn by women to protect or conceal the face. Pall, a dark, thick covering or cloud that blocks light. Shroud, a length of cloth or an enveloping garment in which a dead person is wrapped for burial. E. Cabin, a private room or compartment on a ship. Hut, a small, simple, single-story house or shelter. Cottage, a small house, typically one in the country. See learning about language. Prepositions. You have learned that a preposition is a word which shows the relationship between two other words in a sentence. A preposition gets its name from pre meaning before and position meaning place. Prepositions usually stand in front of a noun or pronoun and introduce a phrase. They show the relationship between two other words. Prepositions may consist of one, two, or three parts. Here are some examples. One part: about, before, for, of, past, until, above, below, from, of, till, up, after, between, under, without, to, with, at, by, into, over, in, on. Two parts: according to, away from, out of, along with, because of, up to. Three parts: by means of, in front of, in comparison with, on top of. Here are some prepositions used in sentences. The boy played under the tree. Here the preposition is under. He put his toys on the grass. On is preposition here. The driver drove the tractor into a tree. Into is preposition here. We live in front of the museum. In front of is preposition here. The jug without a handle in the cupboard is mine. Here without and in are prepositions here. 1. The prepositions in the sentences above show a relationship between two words. Can you tell in each case which words these are? So, in the first sentence, the relationship is between boy and tree. In B, the relationship is between toys and grass. In C, tractor and tree. D, we and museum. E. Jug handle, jug cupboard. True. How many prepositions can you find in the poem? What are they? Answer. The prepositions used in the poem are to, of, for, in, for, from, of, to, of, for, with, by, on, and in. 4. In the following sentences, fill in the blanks with the correct prepositions. A. The searchers went along the railway line looking for the missing dog. B. The cat up the tree was in distress. C. The prisoners were let out of jail. D. There is a sign on the wall. E. The train went through the dark tunnel. F. Anjum is no different from the rest of the students. G. There are many dark clouds over the city. H. The boat sank in the sea near Gadani. I. The cars raced around the corner. J. The thief put his hands through the window during the night. 4. Complete the following phrases by adding prepositions. Choose from the list below. A. By hook or by crook. B. At any rate. C. On the whole. D. On the other hand. E. To his heart's content. F. For the most part. G. Under the weather. H. In black and white. I. For dear life. J. Out of sight, out of mind. K. On top of the world. L. In spite of. M. Between you and me. N. To all appearances. Appearances. O. By no means. P. By any chance. Thanks for listening. For new videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you like my videos, please share and like.